Excuse me. I'll be saving that up. Right, ladles and jelly spoons. Pick your coffee up, pick up your cereal, calm the dogs down, and pick the cat off the ceiling. There's Tim down for living with MS in Tenerife. I'm going for a walk, my local walk again today. I'm a bit late, so I couldn't go driving anywhere. But Chris wants me to come back fairly sharpish today. So I thought I'd go and take you on a tour of the other Callao Salvaje. You say, what's that? Well, I usually go on a big round by the beach and stuff. This time I'm going to go behind the Mind Hotel and show you what's up there. I might end up going up the big hill, but we'll see how I feel. I know I should, but there you go. Oh, we got a few people coming on, 18 people watching already. 4 thumbs up. Stick a thumbs up for you watch. I don't mind that actually, but if you do like what you're seeing, you might want to consider subscribing and give us a thumbs up. The subscription is very cheap this week. It's on a special offer. It's free. So a lot of people think you're subscribing to something you got to pay for, and we do have that, but it's not the subscription. It's called the Join the Membership. And if you're interested in that, press the join button and it tells you all about it before you have to commit. And we'll see what we shall see. So what's this behind me? Those of you new to the channel or don't know about Callao Salvaje, it's a little village on Costa Adeje. Not typically in the tourist area of Costa Adeje, but it's one village further on than where the Hard Rock Hotel is. So the Hard Rock Hotel is in Playa Paraíso, and this is Callao Salvaje. The only translation I've seen, Callao can be translated as cove or pebbles or something or other, and Salvaje is savage. So whatever it is, it's a savage something. I would say Savage Cove would be a good description of the place, because the sea does come in a bit rough when it's got waves going up there. Beautiful day again today, blue skies, not much mist. Still can't see La Gomera unfortunately, but there you go. This behind me here is a very old new building. A very old new building. That means they started it, never finished it, but it's years old. Donkey's years, in fact. I'll give you an idea. Let's turn you around. So this is underground parking. There is a guy actually uses that, I think, for some of his rental cars. But this is the unfinished dereliction. We've got 2 of these in the centre of the village at the moment, and I'll show you the other one in a minute. But if anybody wants to invest in the village, it's up and coming. Might be an idea. So if you got anybody with venture capital, see what happens. It may be that the owners are just sitting on it waiting for the place to get better. There's the bus stop. That's where all the youngsters get on the bus to go to the nightlife. Because there is nightlife here, but it's not much for youngsters. There is a couple of bars and stuff that cater for the younger crowd. But it's typically, so I would say, I don't want to say over 40s because I don't know, but you know what I mean, the more mature holiday maker wants to sit down, have some nice food, nice wine, beer or 2. They've opened this again, by the way. We can actually go up and down 2 sides of the street. People are still parking here though. They used it to park here before when it was blocked off, and now they're just parking here again because they're used to it. This was the second supermarket that we had. It's been closed for a while. I don't know if it's going to open again as a supermarket or not. Looks like a Chinese shop. So this is the road, the main road in for the village. So if you come into Callao Salvaje, you come down here, and this is the road that you typically will come down. Get over the other side of the road, you get a better idea of it. It's a one-way street, so I'll take my life in my hands one way. So there's a tidy in the background, and this is Tropical Park. So this is one of the hotels that we have in the village, and it's right opposite the Mind Hotel, which is the newest one. And right in the centre of the village is where we meet up Monday, up here. Downstairs is Nebula, and this is Agua Viva, where all the shops are, or 99% of the shops. 2 bakers, a butcher's, a chemist, a few cafes, a couple of restaurants, etc, etc, etc. And we're going up behind the Mind Hotel. Right, so Charlie's on, Una's on, Denise is on. Balkan Banter on Juliani's channel tonight, correct, Charlie, thank you. Pearson's Adventures, good morning. Zelda Car, good morning to you, Virtual Velo Walkers. Happy New Year, everyone. Zelda, diolch yn fawr iawn. Good morning, says Anne-Marie, super moderator. Michael Penny, Dave Strange, Una. Webby's on already. I'm going to pass your house in a minute, Webby. I won't tell anybody where you live, though. David Hurstfield's good on. Carlos, buenos dias, Carlos. Puerto de la Cruz. Cuando vengas aquí? Missed our trip to Mine due to sickness, the Ironman. Oh dear. John Patton, good morning. Mike Ayres is on. Janet's on. Everybody's saying hello to everybody else. Not enough supermarkets closed in the last year. Yep. Dave Stranger stayed at Tropical Park, and Jeff Francis on, and Jim Merriott. Hiya. Okay, let's go a bit further. Stay in this. No, we won't. We'll go in the sun. There's a better view from the sun. Take my life in my hands. If you ever wonder which way to look when you're crossing a thing, one of them's got like a pointy end, and the other one's got a not pointy end. So always look in the direction of the pointy end, and you won't get run over. Putty cat. Hello, Putty cat. Another one. So this is the Mind Hotel. It's actually spelled M-Y-N-D, which is Mind in Welsh, I believe. Zelda, correct me if I'm wrong. So it's gone, it's very Mind. So it's the Gone Hotel. The actual structure has been there for 40 years, and they refurbished it. Never knew that about zebra crossings. There you go. Always looking the pointy end. So this is the other derelict building, which I don't actually derelict because it's just not finished. So you can't be derelict because you have to occupy a building for it to be derelict afterwards. Looks like it should go higher as well. To go, ready Mind. When I say yes. And there's also, in the same complex, this thing here. Are we focusing on the Maschendraht town? Maschendraht town in the morning. Let's do this. Is that better? There you go. Nearly fell off then. We're about to jump over the fence. And down here is a pool bar. Back end of the Mind. Ed was on. Oh, Jim Merritt, we were out for Christmas, but unfortunately came back with pneumonia. Oh dear. Oh dear, you can't have that. Pneumonia. A little bit of a rise here. I'll look at the back of the Mind Hotel. The roof terrace looks nice. Bit of shade. Not in the mornings though. Mornings only sun. Right. So there's two options here. There's actually three options, but I'm only going to offer you two. Further up the hill, where we'd have to go up and turn around and come back, and there's not much up there, or onwards, as Lee would say, to the other half of Callao Salvaje, Sueño Azul. Sunniest month there, Tim, please. Well, obviously the sunniest month is going to be in the summer. It depends what you're after, really. If you've got baking hot sun, then obviously June, July, August are going to be your days, or your months. But it's sunny basically every day, all year round. Oh, we can see La Gomera. There you go. "71 days to we're back on the beautiful islands," says Pearson's Adventures. If you're not subscribed to Pearson's Adventures, give them a click. Costs you nothing. And they do some Tenerife stuff as well, because obviously Mum and Dad live in the north. The North Tenerife man. Damien, good morning. So this is the back entrance to the beach club down here. As you can see, there'd be a lot of work if you took it over. And I'm being eaten by flies now down here. So let's get back up to the road. So these are nice little bungalows in Sueño Azul, Blue Dreams. You see over the roofs here. A little bit of island there in the background. I see your McMaster's channel, says Antoine. Thanks for popping over. Yeah, I met Lee back in 2019, the beginning of 2019, just before COVID hit actually. And we got together, did a couple of vlogs. I had about 300 followers and he had 18,000, I think it was. He's now gone up to 90,000, on the way to 100. And he's helped me out. I looked this morning, I think about 6,800 of you have pressed the subscribe button. Where's the rest of you? There's only 60 on. If I've got 6,800 followers, where are you all? Because you, my friends, you are the hardcore. The hardcore. Keep death off the roads, drive on a pavement. There you go. Lee said he was going to, not Barbados, where's he going? Barcelona? No. What's the one that begins with B? On the Spanish mainland. Benidorm, that's it. He said he was going to go to Benidorm on Friday. I don't know if he's changed his mind. So these are like the back roads to Sueño Azul. Thanks for the shout out, you're welcome. Alan's Homemade Vlogs, good morning everybody. I can't wait to be back out in March. Simon Farrant, morning from West Sussex, and if you've not seen Simon's channel, that is, I would say, different. So if you're looking for something different, that's good. A lot of good editing on there, a lot of scary stuff as well. But nice walks in West Sussex. I was going to Alicante. I thought he was going to Benidorm, but he might have changed his mind since I last knew. We hit 300 subscribers yesterday. may not see much, but it's early days. It is early days. I mean, basically, your channel tends to grow exponentially after a while. So more people who subscribed. It's not the people who wander onto your video and you tell them to subscribe that subscribes. It's your subscribers mentioning the channel to other people. So I think that's, in fact, if every one of you 59 people watching today, because I lost one, every one of you 59 people watching right now sent the link, take my knife in my hands, to this video to all of your mates, then I'll probably get another 100 subscribers by the end of the day. So all you got to do is press the share button. You can either send it per email, messenger, put it on Facebook, Twitter, anywhere where you get presence, and tell people, I watched this morning, and then you tell them what you thought of it, good or bad, and let them decide whether they want to subscribe or not. There you go. We got 64 people already. Another 5 people came on. So if everybody shared it, you don't have to do it now. You can actually do it when it's finished. Come back to the catch-up page, press the share button, and off you go. Obviously, if you got somebody that you know that might want to watch the rest of this vlog live, you can also share it now. So I'm just going to put you down here, sort my pants out. You have a nice little view of a cactus there. I like these cacti. They're pretty good. Right, pants are sorted. Let's go to the theatre. Hang on. Let's do a McMaster. No. I'm on top of the world, Ma. Now you know how hard Lee works, because he's got to do that. Every time he does a walk past, he's got to go back and get the camera. Oh, this is new. Since I was last here, this was totally derelict, and the front was open. So they've done something here since I was last here. Wow, that's a long time then, because it looks really pretty finished, doesn't it? Although it's just a primer paint on it at the moment. It looks like it might be offices or something. Why was Damien timed out? What happened? Oh dear. What happened to poor Damien? Damien, if you're on. So what are the acoustics like here? I don't know. Morning, Julie. Simon Farrell says, thumbnails are brilliant, especially ones with me in it. Okay, no problem. 300 seconds, Damien, don't worry. Have a rest. Tony's on. What else do we do? 71 days till they come. Timmy boy, raining cats and dogs outside, heating on, temperature up to 7. Wow. Ray Duffy. Terry and Louise is on. Morning, Tim. Svenya's all lovely and quiet. Dundee Derek. Nettie's on. Good morning, Tim and everyone. Antoine. Benidorm is an Alicante region. Okay, I didn't know that. There's my geography of Spain going out the window. I'll never be a citizen now, will I? They'll look back at this and say, you didn't even know where Benidorm was. So Benidorm's a region, is it? And Alicante's a town. I thought Benidorm was a town. So this was the old church. Doesn't look like a church, but they made it into a community church. The people who run it have left and gone somewhere else now. And this was a bar. Well, it still is a bar, but I don't think it's open. But you can imagine it's hidden away slightly, so not a lot of passing trade. Let's go down this way. So you'd have to know about it, so that means you'd have to have a fantastic word of mouth advertising to get this going. Oh, I like the acoustics here. It's no... There you go. Oops! That last step will kill you, I tell you. So this is a bar cafeteria. Oh, there's me, look. That's what I look like in the flesh. The whole body. Looks empty. We can actually go through into the back there, but I'm not sure whether I get signal. So I'm going to go this way. Looks like they're redoing the pavement here, which is a good thing, because that was the biggest problem you had here, was pavements. 19th of the 1st, okay. Oh no, it's just putting some stuff in. Pipes maybe. Take my life in my hands. I like this one. So you can walk down here and go through all the ginnels, but you can't get to the beach here. There is no beach, in fact, so you can't get to the end because the villas are right on the cliffs at the bottom. So you'd just be watching there. So these are some other shops, mostly offices and stuff. They have been tried and tested for people to open shops, but obviously they can't compete with the prices of the supermarkets. So there's a problem. Anything new? We'll spend about 20 hours a day on this channel filming and editing. It does so many lives. Who's that? Oh, Lee. He does not do many lives. No, he doesn't like doing lives, because if you actually film with him, you realise why, because he takes things 3 or 4 times. Hola, gracias. There you go. So this will take you down to the front where these places are. You can rent some of these actually. They're on our Airbnb. I want to say Airbnb. Marianne's on. Done trucking's on. Crawvids. What's Tenerife like? March. It was actually the first time we came here was in March. And we quite liked it. We were expecting it to be like, you know, really hot, because it's right down by Africa there, you know. But we're sort of a spring island. So spring island in spring, you're going to get spring weather. Now, having said that, it is the same like this every day. The sun's out 99% of the time. If it isn't, it'll be out in the afternoon. And sometimes if it's out in the morning, it'll cloud over in the afternoon. But March is pretty good. You do get windy days, but it's very, very sunny. And in the low to mid 20s, I'd say. Nighttime temperatures around about the same. Pretty good. Paul Graham's on. Happy New Year, thank you. Oh, to bring both health and happiness. Take care, stay safe. Susan and Paul, thank you very much. There we go. So we're coming to a building area now, which is the other Callao Salvaje. So we'll have a walk up here and have a look. I've been up here before, so some of you might know it, some of you might not. We just lost somebody. So, take my life in my hands. So we're going to go down there afterwards. But we're going to go up here first. Actually, we won't. We'll go up there on the way back. Just because it was only like 200 yards down to the bottom. And then I'll show you the pool. There's actually a pool club. I've always needed a woolly on in the evenings. Yes, it's sometimes it is. Yes, I'm back from the dark. Don't put me in the dark. Ollie's on, good morning and happy new year to you too. So in the distance there you can see Mar Azul, and just in front of that is some buildings that I think it's full of squatters actually. But in between the squatters and where I'm stood is a development. Now you can see the crane there, the orange crane. There's a development of a top class area that's going to be finished by the end of next year, I think. There's 3 phases. Phase 1's complete, phase 2's half complete, and phase 3 should take another couple of years. Now if you want to walk over there, you can. There is a footpath, and you've got to turn right here at the bottom, which is what we're going to do, because that also brings us back to the other places. It's a little doggy going for a walk. So this is quite a steep hill down here. Bringing back memories. Lived on Calle Grande for 3 years, right where you are, near the pirate pool. There you go. We're going to go around and show that in a minute. Says Chris Warrior. Don't go off the end of here. Not very wheelchair friendly. So I don't know what the connection's like at this end, but here's the entrance to the pool. I'm not going to go further, but it's a little pool bar. You get snacks and pizzas and stuff, and you pay a daily rate, and you can go in and use the pool. Down here's a barranco, and where that barranco starts, we'll show you now. This looks like a electric substation, I think, or something like that. So that's the hill that I just came down. You know what you always say, if you go down a hill you got to come up it. Not to confuse with Muppets. I'm going to lose you in a minute because I know there's a dead spot here, but I'll come out the other end. Oh, unless I go up if I go up the steps it should be alright. Damn, gotta do steps. So you're getting ready for this. I could go up the ramp here. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. The dead bit's down here. Please pick up after your dog, it says. Actually, it means you've got to hold it, and the dog has got to poop it into the bag. So this is the barranco. It is nice and quiet. It is lovely quiet around here. So Up we go. There's a bench with my name on it halfway up. I think it's a bench. It's got a guy lying on it. We'll shift him. Hola. Permiso? Permiso?
Sí.
Yeah, gracias. Oh. Halfway up, gotta stop. Oh, this is the young lady with the doggy. Here we go. Woof woof. Hello, doggy. 77 people watching. There he goes. Bye-bye. So this is phase 1, and this over here is phase 2 and 3, I think. Yeah, it's a nice place. I mean, basically these are, I think, $1.5 million. I'm not sure, but $1.25 million. But if you take one between 4 couples and do your own sort of timeshare thing, that might be an idea. And also, when neither of you or none of you are in it, you will be able to rent it out to short-term holidaymakers. They are classified and ready for being registered as viviendas vacacional, or the vacacional viviendas, I can't remember which one it is, but VV. So they are inspected by the government, so you know you're getting a good deal. So that's phase 2 over there. How are you feeling, Craig, by the way? Any better? And this is phase 3, I think. So, I'm not going to go up here, but I want to show you, because they've made the barranco here a feature. So it's like a lovely garden that they've made behind this row of houses, which sort of borders onto the barranco. And there's little seats and places to rest and read and all that stuff. And eventually you'll be looking out at other houses over here. And apparently it's the last development on Tenerife where you can live within 200 yards of the sea. Now, that's the way they sell it, but you're not really 200 yards away because you can't get to it. It's all rocks. So the nearest beach from here will be Callao. What's it called? Playa Ajabo, which is our beach in Callao Salvaje. Not to be confused with Callao Beach, which is in Los Cristianos, right at the far end. It's where the maritime walkway starts or ends, depending on which way you're going. So let's show you the finished product and the building product. So as always over here, it's all done in breeze block or similar. I don't know whether it is actually breeze block. So here is the communal garage entrance. All these volcanic stones. I've got to go across the road, so I'm going to take my life in my hands in a minute. I'm actually going to stand in the middle of the road, because it's quite quiet, this road, and show you. So they're all basically looking out to sea. Little boxes on the hillside, made of ticky-tacky. And these are the new ones. Take my life in my hands, on a roundabout, look left. How far is Los Gigantes from Callao Salvaje? Well, that's a good question. If you take my life in your hands, if you measure it as the crow flies, excuse me, it's probably, well, let's put it into perspective. From Los Cristianos to Los Gigantes, as the crow flies, is about just under 30 kilometers. So 20 miles, 20 odd miles. And it's the same distance from Los Cristianos to Los Gigantes as it is from here to La Gomera. Now that's as the crow flies. There are two ways to get to Los Cristianos. You can either go up the motorway from Los Cristianos and drop down in Alcalá, or you can go up the motorway and drop down from Santiago de Teide. Those are the two options, I think. From here, you have to go along the coast road, which is a bit windy, so it's going to be a bit more than about, I would say 25 kilometers from here, around the roads. But probably about 20 minutes in a car, about 40 minutes on a bus. So this is where we came out. Damien's off. See you, bye Damien. Thanks a lot. I'm good. Met you yesterday, Tim. Or did you forget? Oh, it's Craig. You know, Craig, I did not associate you with It's Craig. So I've met It's Craig now. If you want to see Craig, go on to yesterday's morning vlog where we did the drone footage. And cool dude. Cool dude. Now I've got a face to the name. You should have said that your handle's It's Craig, not just that your name was Craig. How's your bum, all right? Happy New Year to Damien, everybody's saying. I hadn't forgotten, Craig, I just didn't realise that you were that one. You should do a live on a pedal boat, says Crow X Vids. You obviously have no idea who I am. I'm not a pedal boat guy. I'm not a boat guy, to tell you the truth. I had a really bad experience with a boat in North Wales in the 70s. Me and a mate were out on a boat, and he was skipper, and there was this big sort of like yacht, motor yacht it was, and they were stranded, and we had this little trawler type thing, and so my mate said, oh, we can claim salvage if we tow him in, but he's got to throw us a rope. So I convinced the guy for him to throw me a rope, and I tied it to the boat, and I was pretty ignorant. I tied it to this bench, which probably would have cracked if the thing had worked. But what happened is, as my mate started towing the boat, I was pulling on the rope. And then he turned towards the shore. Of course, the rope came across me like that and just flipped me straight into the sea. So I didn't like that. So it didn't put me off boats forever. What did put me off boats forever was a few weeks later, we were out in a speedboat. There's a mate of his had a speedboat. And I was in the middle at the back because I was the last guy in. I had a crate of beer in between my legs. And they're going, and I got nothing to hold on to. And they're holding on to the sides, and the guy's laughing his head off, going up and down the things. And the beer's coming up out the crate, and I'm batting them back down into the crate. And that just put me off boats for life, so I never went again. Never went again. So, where are we? We're at the top at the hill again. So that was the hill down to the beach pool. And we're coming back up to the shops now. So I'll show you the backs of these shops now, which I didn't before. We've got 94 people watching and 58 thumbs up. Culo dudo. Actually, you can't say that because it's two words that mean totally different in Spanish. Culo's your bum. And dudo is the conjugation of dudar, which is to doubt, I think it's doodah, yeah. To doubt, and dudo is I doubt. So lo dudo is I doubt it, or it I doubt. Lo dudo. So this has been a shop, a bar, a shop again, a shop bar, a shop that sold food, a shop that sold beer that you could drink out the back. And it's for sale. Is the multi-market still in there? I don't think so. Oh, I can't see. No, it's empty. But there is a way out the back there. I can't get in close enough. Oh, you can see it around there. That's the back door. That goes to a little square, which is quite nice. The only problem with this bar was, it was dirt cheap, 95 cents. The only problem with the bar was that not many people drank there, so the pipes weren't really that clean. Now the beer was standing in the pipes a while. So the ones are for sale. Probably the same guy. So these are reality. I'll have a quick look in here. It sounds like there's work going on. That goes up to a top terrace, but it's locked. So this is the back door of the shop. So this shop and so 3 shops have got back entrances here, and that bit goes to the pub again. I'm not going that way. Take my knife in my hands. Happy New Year, BM Mix. So have a quick look what you guys are saying. Hypo. Orcus. Morning, Orcus. Okay, let's go this way. I was trying to listen to what the guy was saying. I have no idea. That was so fast, and they don't finish the words in the not the accent. What's it called? In the dialect they've got here, they tend not to finish words. They just leave it hanging. Typically, if it's got an S on the end, they'll leave it hanging. But if you learn to read Spanish, that does not give you any help on understanding the spoken. So you've really just got to speak it and listen to it, and you got to learn it like a parrot. You got to learn phrases. It's all well and good to learn the grammar and conjugate the verbs, but if you don't have a total phrase in your arsenal, then you've had it really. So this road actually goes down and connects to where the pearly grey is, the Calle Lava. Down now. So these are the other side of the Sueño Azul bungalows from where we started. There's the Ginnels going back up. Steve's on. Hi, Tim. Did you buy your drone direct from DJI? Actually, no, I got it cheaper because I bought it from a first photo shop in Gran Canaria online. It's called Duke Fotografia with an F. Duke, D-U-K-E, Fotografia with an F.com. And because they're delivering to the Canary Islands, they take off the 21% VAT and add on the 7% IGIC. So you're saving basically 14% on the whole order. Free delivery, and they deliver to hotels within 3 days. Now, I don't trust that because it's never been 3 days for me, mainly because I've ordered always on a Thursday or a Friday, and they don't count the weekends, obviously. So, I can go down there to the front. Yeah, let's go and have a look at La Gomera. All right. So I bought it from Duke Fotografia, and I bought the DJI Mini 3 Pro. They've got a Mini 3 not Pro out, a bit cheaper now, but it doesn't have the obstacle avoidance and stuff on it. And I bought the Fly More kit, which gives you 2 extra batteries, a rapid charger, a bag to keep it all in. What else does it come with? Extra propellers. This Fly More kit. And those two together were around about, well, it's exactly 1,014 euros. 1014 delivered to Tenerife. So if you're on Gran Canaria or Tenerife or any of the other islands, I think they do deliver, and they will deliver to a hotel. So this is Perla Blanca, which is a residential area, I think, because I've not seen tourists stay there, although it might be a timeshare as well. This is Perla Gris, which is like pearly grey, which is it's like a hotel, but you can also buy weeks here. This area here was a car park that wasn't official, but it was tolerated by the owners until people started abusing it, and then she fenced it off, and nobody's allowed to park in there anymore. So parking in the village at the moment is at a premium. Take my life in my hands. So we're coming up to a place that you might know now. This is the Albatross. You can also rent these out right on the front. Beautiful views of La Gomera. Albatross Apartments, Malibu fashion. And Supermarket Malibu. Okay, they've knocked it into one now. This used to be Little Britain, where you get your British stuff, but it's now been knocked into one, and it is Malibu Fashion and Supermarket. There you go. So you can get a frock and a tin of beans at the same time. This is the Italian corner restaurant. They used to be on the corner by Perla Blanca, but now they're here. I've never eaten here. I don't typically eat Italian when I go out because I can make it myself. We got Spanish, German, English and French. Here you go. Don't they have it in Italian? There you go. They're not expecting their own people to come then. But it looks quite nice. And of course across the road is the lookout point. Christmas decorations obviously stay up till Three Kings. Three Kings is a big holiday here on Friday. Take my life in my hands. If you're coming over to Adeje to see the parade, it's not Costa Adeje, it's the town of Adeje, the village. Then they have published some guidelines. See if my seat's free. Yes, it is. There we go. Got my name on it. Sit in the shade. There you go. There's Lagomera in the distance. It is a bit cloudy, but you could probably see it. So I'll leave you watching that while I talk to you. I think I'll put you over here. There you go. I won't be able to see what you're saying now. So what they said is, do not take your car up to Adeje. There is no parking and you can't get anywhere. On Friday they're going to close the streets off where the parade is going to be, and typically you're going to be gridlocked if you go take a car in. So get a bus. You can usually get off a bus. It used to be called El Circo, but it's now called Adeje City Centre. So the actual bus stop is in English. It's called Adeje City Centre. And as you come up the hill from the motorway, you pass the crematorium, then past the post office, and when it turns left after the post office, there's a bus stop there, Adeje City Centre. And if you get off there and walk uphill, you should be good to go. There will be barriers for you to stay behind, so please stay behind the barriers. They're asking people not to cross the road in between the floats. So once you've picked your side of your road that you're going to be on that side of the road. You can walk up and down behind the barriers, obviously, but you're not going to be able to get across the road. If you do get across the road and you're caught, you know, you won't be arrested or anything, but it's just not done, so don't do it. If you have kids, they're asking you to just tape a little bit of paper around their wrist with contact information. So if the kid does get lost, then everybody knows who to contact. So that's a good idea. Put a little bit of paper around their wrist, and it can be any age kids, you know what I mean? You can even put it on your husband. If you think that's worth it. You might get a better one, I don't know. Anyway, so they're asking for that. They're also saying do not let your kid rush to get a sweet, because I don't know if you know, but the Three Kings throw sweets to the kids. It's like the Mardi Gras type thing. They come by in floats and they throw sweets to the kids. And some kids have been running into the road under the barriers to grab sweets off the road. They say, please don't do that. So basically it's just common sense, but they've issued this and they've asked all people who have any media outlets, which I have, to pass this on. So I've passed it on. I shall copy and paste it into the description of this thing, and I shall also put it on my community page. So that is the community information for today. Right, so what we're going to do now, what time is it? I've been on 54 minutes and I started just after 9, so it's coming up to 10 o'clock, is it? No salgo ahí. No salgo. There's no exit here. Yeah, no worries, thank you. You're welcome. Public service broadcast, there you go. 10:03, thanks, John. Or Jade. 10:03. So should we get a coffee or not? What do you think? If Laura's is open, I'll get a coffee. And if it ain't open, I'll go home. I'm dying to try Laura's breakfast, but I can't do it with me diet, can I? Maybe Sunday. I'll con Christina into going for Sunday breakfast to Laura's. So sorpresa, I've heard that's for sale, 495 grand. This is the supermarket. It's the only one at the moment. 10:04, says Craig. And these are the steps up by Masala to go to the back end with the 3 horseshoes. And of course, your favourite of mine, Monte Cristo. There you go. And of course, the new kebab shop. I've had a kebab there, it was good. I had it in a Durham wrap. Durham, Durham, Durham. This is, oh Jesus, the guy was smoking. You walk behind a smoker, it's like somebody walking behind somebody with a chronic fart. So this, my friends, is Laura's, is closed. So, note to self, closed on Wednesdays. And down there is the beach. Ian, I didn't see you come on, but thank you very much. Oh, 10:04, 10:03, there you go. Thank you so much. See you tonight. Don't forget, Balcony Banter today is on Juliani's channel, link in the description. We've got 107 people watching now. Let's see if Eclipse is open. If Eclipse is open, I'll have a coffee. It is open. Actually, I'm not going to go to Eclipse for a coffee because there's another place just further up that's got a better coffee. I go to Eclipse for a beer, but I'm not drinking today. This month, anyway. So, ladles and jelly spoons. What we're going to do? Oh, the other place isn't open either. Let's go home. I'll tell you where it is open. La Palma. You want to try it? You want to try it? Let's go and see if they'll allow me to film over there and get a coffee. It's a cappuccino. Danna Bissolvido. Take my life in my hands. Hola. Hola. Thank you, Craig. I thought it was a beard then. So this is new. Sí. Permiso? Oh. There's John. Hi, John. I got 107 people watching.
Are you on live now?
This is different. Last time I was here, it was something else. Little tapas bar. And now it's pasta, pizza and grill. So there we go. What do you recommend, John?
Well, I'm just having a coffee.
What type of coffee? Just a cortado, okay.
The pizza's I can recommend, not maybe for breakfast.
The what? The pizza? Okay, cool. So I'll just give you a quick look of who's here. Loads of people in the morning. Beautiful deck. It is accessible by wheelchair through the back here. And there's a little front end here and steps up from the main road. So I'm sat on this one because I don't want to film people who don't want to be filmed. There's nobody behind me.
You know John loves the camera.
Huh?
John loves the camera.
John loves the... Do you want me to come and join you? I'll interview you. No.
I've got to go, yeah.
If you want to see John's interview, I've actually interviewed him on the Afcast in his flat 2 years ago. Is it 2 years now? We're going to have to redo that.
Yeah.
We're going to have to redo that. Get your mate. What's your mate called? I can't remember his name.
He's just left.
Adam's just left. You and Adam together, and we'll go somewhere and we'll sit down and we'll chat.
No, but he's left the island.
Oh, he's gone. He's left the island. Okay. Well, not Adam then.
Back to Sweden.
Back to Sweden. There you go. All right. It looks like you order yourself. we shall see. Ray, thank you so much for the coffee. Would love to see some drone footage of Anaga region. It's not covered much on YouTube. You know, see John, there he is, etc. Canary Green. Look, I'll put a link in the description. You go on what? See what he's doing. Not drinking out Tim, no drinking any less. That's it, yeah, that is true. So the Anaga region, you know, the problem I have is that Christina hates to travel in the car. So the only time that we would be up near there would be on a hospital visit to whatever it's called, a hospital visit to the Candelaria Hospital in things. So we're not really up there. We're not really up there at all. And if I went on my own, I'd have to leave her alone too long, because it's about an hour and a half up there, an hour and a half back, plus an hour at least to film. So that would be like 3. Solo un cappuccino para mí, por favor. Sí. Just go for a cappuccino in the morning. You can have cappuccino in the morning. Don't drink cappuccino in the afternoon. It's not done. So Anaga will be good, but I don't think so. There was a guy that used to come over, and Rick, and I'll contact him and see if he's got any footage of Anaga, or if he's planning to come over, because he does a lot of drone footage like that. He's a sort of a mountaineer type, outdoorsy type person. So see you later. Zoom meeting in 20 minutes. See you, Alan. Wolf says Moscow. Did he say something earlier? Nope. So I don't know what. If you're from Moscow, then do us all a favour. Put pressure on the government to get out of Ukraine. And if you're in Ukraine, put pressure on the government to come to an agreement of how they get out of Ukraine without blowing everybody up. Carl says, great live again, Tim. Enjoyed striking morning. Orange, lemon, ginger, chili, honey drink. Getting over COVID again. Oh dear, again? Can you get it more than once? I didn't realise you could get it more than once. So people have just left that little peninsula over there, which is quite nice. So I'm just going to film it. There we go. So this little, what would you call it, an island. There's 2 of them. There's one there and one further up. And that'd be nice for an evening meal. Oops. Muchas gracias. Here's my cappuccino. Oh, with a nice picture on top. There you go. Just a cappuccino, then a bissel vino. So, as you can see, right next to here is a private car park. I was saying parking is a premium. This is a car park that the people in these flats or these apartments or little houses use. Agua Viva's got an underground car park for them. So everybody who lives here has typically got a parking space. But we'll see. So let's get some sugar. Oh, sugar, do. Monticello. There we go. Monticello. So we'll get this sugar. How do you open it? Oh, the side, here we go. And each one of them has got a teaspoon of sugar in. So I probably need about 6 of these. No. It's more of a Darren John vlog now, isn't it? How you doing? Darren's got a drone. I saw, I think it was his first one, but the first one I've seen, he went to a little town, still in London, but just on the outskirts. And the way he said it was nothing like it was written. It began with an S, I think. I can't remember what it was called, but it was something like, You know, in London you got places that are spelt like Southwark, and they call them Southwark and stuff like that, you know. So it's one of those villages. Looked quite nice, actually. He's got the same drone that I got. I think everybody's getting that one because it is typically the best one you can buy in the class. The class is sub 250 gram drones, which means that you don't have to take a pilot's license. You don't have to do your A1, whatever it's called, in Britain or whatever it is. Here in Spain, you've just got to register with AISA, which is the airport, the air traffic controllers thing. And you do it very quickly if you have an electronic ID called Clave, which you use basically for paying tax and doing other stuff with the government. And I used to have one, but since I stopped work, mine's been revoked because they thought I'd left the country, I think, because I haven't done a tax return in 3 years, which I have to start doing again next year or the year after. So I didn't have one, so I had to do the rigmarole of posting a copy of my passports to these people, and they'd sent me my operator's number by mail. So yeah, email as well, but they had to receive it by mail. And I had to do like a registered post, and in here they've got these registered emails that you can send. So you take it to the post office with a letter, they scan it, and then send it by email, registered. So you just can't do it from home. So I did that, but they receive it as a paper apparently, like an old fax. So it takes them ages to look at it. But anyway, if you've got a Clave here, all you do is you go online, put in your details, which drone you've got, and that it's under 250 grams, where you live, contact information, and they send it you straight back, so it's immediate. You get this drone operator's number, and the drone operator number then allows you to operate drones. Oops. There you go. This cappuccino is really good. Very frothy. Frothy coffee. So once you do that, you have to read the manual of the drone that you bought, which tells you how to fly. And then it recommends that you go and do these safety, look at the safety stuff on the websites and watch YouTube videos and stuff of how to fly and what to do. So they sort of trust you, basically. I think because they're under 250 grams, if you get hit by one, you're not going to die. It hurts, but you're not going to die. And the rules are pretty simple. Say, don't fly over people. Actually, it says don't fly over crowds. So you can actually fly over one or two people going somewhere else, but you can't make them the feature of the video. You shouldn't fly over built-up areas and make the built-up area a feature of the video, but you can fly over built-up areas to get to another position, obviously. You can't go higher than 120 meters, and you're not supposed to take off with anybody who's not in the mission within 20 meters, I think it is. There's 50 meters for one and 20 meters for another. I usually use the 20-meter rule, and if anybody is nearer than that, I ask them whether they want to be part of the mission. And they say, what does that mean? I said, you just got to watch me take off. And they said, okay. So they become part of the mission, and they can stand next to it, as long as they know. So that's the other thing. If you're flying out to sea, you don't have to worry about anything, really. Don't fly too close to boats. Don't fly when there's parasenders or parasailers in the area. It is a wooden deck here, so we're getting a little bit of jidder. Well, there you go. So I'm going to have to pay for this and go because Christina's waiting for her breakfast. As part of my diet, well, part of my reduction in calories, I'm eating more often and less. So I've already had a spring roll from last night that was left over from last night for breakfast. And when I get home, I'm just going to have a bretzen with butter. Maybe a little bit, I don't know. I'll probably fully load it in the end, but there you go. DJ's that's right, it was called Car Shelton, but he didn't say Car Shelton. He said something else. Koshton, something like that. Great, I mean, I enjoyed this Good morning. I'll go do that one. Cheers, great. Have a great day, everyone, says Alan. See you, Alan. Morning, Tim, says Shropshire Steve. And Alex Youngerson, morning, Tim, doing well with the walks, 3 days, nice looking bar. Is it new? It is. It used to be El Talle, and it was owned by a French chef and a Spanish woman. And then it closed down during COVID, and it's opened up now as La Parma with an R. So not La Palma, La Parma, as in Parma ham. And it does pasta, pizzas, and grill. I'm not sure what the grill bit is. Perdone, señor, ¿puedo ver a menú? Please, yes. I'll just show you the menu. I'm not eating here. Thank you. So there we go. We got breakfasts. Caprese toast. Toast with veal. Toast with salmon. Shrimp toast. Scrambled eggs. English breakfast. Bowl with veal. Bowl with salmon. And bowl with tuna. So caprese toast is mozzarella, tomatoes, pesto sauce, and brioche bread. Toast with veal is vitello, tonnato sauce, veal, capers, and brioche bread. Oh, so the first one's 7, the next one's 8. Toast with salmon, salmon, cream cheese, avocado, poached egg, and brioche bread, €9. Shrimp toast, shrimp guacamole, poached egg, and brioche bread, €9. Scrambled eggs, which is with bacon, potatoes, and tomatoes, is €6. English breakfast is €6. Bowl with veal, potatoes, tomatoes, lettuce, veal, pesto sauce, 9. Bowl with salmon, avocado, poached egg, and lettuce, 9. And bowl with tuna, avocado, potatoes, tomatoes, arugula egg, and pesto sauce, 9. So if you want to take a look at that. And the evening menu. Oh, this is pretty big. Oh no, this is the good drinks menu. Do you have an evening menu? Yes. Thank you. So beer is, for a 0.2 is €2, and for a 0.4 is €2.50. That's a no-brainer, right? Thank you. So in the evening, we just see you, Ray. Thanks you for the coffee. So just the lettuce there for you, Tim. Janet, cheeky. So I'm running out of battery. So basically, I'll go very quickly through. They've got starters, salads, pastas, main dishes, pizzas, and desserts. So I'll just hold that up for you, so you can look at the starters, the salads, the pastas, the main dishes, and the desserts. And I go very quickly through bruschetta, veal, octopus carpaccio, camembert on the grill, Sicilian squid, Italian starter. Oh, that sounds good. The Italian starter sounds good. Parma ham, salami, Parmesan cheese, black olives, and artichokes. Then they got salads. There's one salad with veal as well, €14. Pastas, your typical pasta, 4 cheese pasta, seafood, spaghetti, lasagna, ravioli, tagliatelle. Main dishes, Sicilian tuna with veg and potatoes, sun-dried tomatoes and capers, a dorada fish with vegetables, salmon with vegetables, Sicilian octopus as a main dish with tomatoes and shallots, veal medallions with gorgonzola sauce and courgettes. That's what I would go for. Duck leg in orange sauce, which is pretty rare on the island, duck leg. Rabbit stew, €14, which is peppers, rabbit, tomatoes, and onions. Grilled veal with baked potatoes, and a shoulder of lamb with baked potatoes and vegetables for 2 people, €44. Obviously the pizzas, desserts, cheesecake, castle and cream, tiramisu, panna cotta, and chocolate fondant. So there you go. I'll just show you the drinks menu. Okay. So I'm running out of battery, so I'm going to finish it up here, finish my coffee, and pay it and go. That was good. Oh, I'll be able to find out how much it is now. Because I might just leave the money on the table, because they've all gone. Cocktails, alcoholic, coffee, cappuccino, $2.50. So that's not too bad. So we see we got $2.50 here. That means I've still got enough for a beer tonight. Ray, from your coffee. So, 93 people still watching, 89 thumbs up. It's 10:24. Craig, thank you so much. As long as I'm back by 11, I should be all right. Oh, thank you. I don't think I've got enough anyway. Nope.
I have a present for you. I want to give you cheesecake and you can show it in your video.
Yes?
Yes,
Yes?
it's really good.
Yeah, I'm going to try the cheesecake. So don't go away. You got to be quick because I'm running out of battery. Oh, I hope he doesn't bring it and I run out of battery. That's going to be terrible. Oh, he's going to hurry up. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get a cheesecake. Don't go just yet, Anne-Marie. $91 people still watching. I'm going to have to stop him. I'm going to come back. Wait there. The battery is gone on the phone.
Huh?
No bateria.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'll come back another time. Okay?
okay.
But thank you. I live here, so
One moment. Change.
take 3.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. I gotta go. Right, little jelly spoons. What's happening here? Take my life in my hands. Right, see what the temperature's like? It's 10:30 on the 4th of the 1st. 25 degrees in the shade, there you go. My battery just saved me a lot of calories, exactly. I didn't have time to eat it anyway. I'll go back. Taxi people, we're all waiting. It's a beautiful village, but the people can't wait to get out of it. There we are by the nebula. And now we're back to where we nearly started, by the Mind Hotel. There it is. So we've got the Mind Hotel, Tropical Park, and the one behind it is the white one up there on the hill is Blue Sea Callao Garden. So we're going to check those 3 hotels out The two on the front are the Atlantic Holiday Company, Atlantic-holiday.com, and Pearly Grey. There's the beach down the bottom. This is where we go for meet-up Mondays. We'll be there on Monday the 9th if you want to come and join us. We're there for about 5:30. Hi. Take my life in my hands. David Butler, hello from the background. I'm going to finish it down here because I don't want the thing to run out. So, lots of people waiting for the bus. As always, the bus goes in two directions from here. It goes to Los Gigantes and Los Cristianos, so you've got to be careful. And we'll see you on the next one. So, ladies and gentlemen, Google thinks you might like this one next. And if you want to support the channel, you can support it here. The anonymous payments through PayPal. You can subscribe for free here. That means you get notifications if you ring the bell of when I go live. I'll put the merchandise in the corner. It's Tim Doubtful in with MS in Tenerife. Signing off. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.